Last class we learned about how to calculate or how to draw the Lewis structure and octet rule. So in today's class we are going to learn about a new topic called formal charge. So what do you mean by formal charge? It is a charge assigned to an atom in a molecule. If you check a molecule, there are different atoms. Molecules are made up of atoms. And if you check a molecule, we can find out that in each atom, it's having some charge. So, if you check, there is a method to find out the formal charge. So, how to calculate the formal charge? There is an equation for that. It is the difference between the number of valence electrons of that atom in an isolated or free state and the number of electrons assigned to that atom in a Lewis structure. So let's see one example. So to find charge, there is an equation, that is total number of valence electrons in the free atom minus total number of non-bonding electrons minus half of the total number of bonding electrons. So let's see this ozone molecule. We'll calculate in the ozone molecule. Here we can see the formal charge on the carbon, not carbon, oxygen. What is the valence electrons in the oxygen? In its outermost shell, it contains 6 electrons. So the formal charge on oxygen 1 is, that is 6. And how many bonding electrons are there? There are 2 bonding electrons. So it is 2. Then it is non-bonding. 2 non-bonding electrons are there. How many bonding electrons? 6 bonding electrons are there. So we can write it 6. So the charge on this oxygen will be +1. Then we'll move to second oxygen. If we check second oxygen, it's having valence electron 6. So 6 minus, then number of bonding electrons 1, 2. So how many bonding electrons are there? It's having 4 bonding electrons. You can see 2 bond between these 2 oxygen. So each bond representing 2 electrons. So 2 plus 2, 4. Then minus how many non-bonding electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then half of the 4. Then we'll get 0. Then if you check here also we can see in the third oxygen, if we calculate in the third oxygen, let's check. Valence electron is 6, bonding electrons are 2, non-bonded electrons are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we calculate, we can see that its charge having -1. This is the method to calculate the formal charge. Let's see some more examples and method of finding formal charge. So these formal charges are the charges on each atom in a molecule. So let's learn how to find out the formal charge. In order to find out formal charge, there is an equation, that is total number of valence electrons minus non-bonding valence electrons minus bonding electrons by 2. For example, let's see the CH4 molecule. There we can see what is this. And if we start with the carbon, if we check the carbon, what is the number of valence electrons in the carbon? That is, we know that is 4. And we have to find out the non-bonding valence electron. But in CH4 molecule, all carbon atoms are bonded. So that is 0. Then we have to find out the bonding electrons. So there are 8 bonding electrons. So 8 by 2 is 4. So what will be the equation, or what will be the charge? If we do, we'll get 0. So the charge on the carbon atom on CH4 molecule is 0. Then let's take about the hydrogen. For each hydrogen we have to find out. So let's see about hydrogen. In hydrogen we know number of valence electrons is 1 and non-bonding valence electron. There is no non-bonding valence electron in CH4. So it is 0. Then bonding electrons. How many bonding electrons are there? 2 bonding electrons are there. So 2 by 2. So what will the answer? 1 minus 1 will get 0. So the charge on the each hydrogen will be 0. So this molecule having formal charge 0. Then we'll move to other type of molecule. For example, some molecules can exist in two Lewis structure. Here you can see SO2 molecule. This SO2 molecule can exist in two types of structure. Here you can see that. Maybe this electrons will shift it here. So there will be two double bond structure and one double bond and one single bond structure. Similar to double bond between sulfur and oxygen. Here also you can see double bond structure. So the two Lewis structure possible. So which will be the appropriate one? In order to find out that, we have to find out the formal charge. So let's see that. So we'll first start from the first molecule. In the first molecule, we can see that in the first sulfur dioxide, we can see the oxygen. First we'll take the oxygen, and if you take the oxygen, the number of valence electrons of oxygen in a free state, we know that it is 6. And non-bonding electrons. How many non-bonding electrons are there? This is the bonding electrons. So totally 8 electrons are there. So these are non-bonding electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So non-bonding electrons, that are non-bonding valence electron, that is 6. Then how many bonding electrons? 2. So 2 by 2. Then what will be the answer? 6 minus 6, 0. 0 minus 1. So it is 1. So charge on the oxygen, it is minus 1. Then we have to find out the charge on the sulfur. Similar method, sulfur 6. Then non-bonding valence electrons 2. Bonded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 2, 3. So if you calculate, what will you get? You get the charge plus 1 on sulfur. Similarly, we have to find out on the oxygen also. So each atom we have to find out. Similar method, non-bonding valence electrons, that are 4 in the oxygen. Here bonding gain 4. If we calculated, we will get 0. So charge on the oxygen is 0. Then we'll move to the next Lewis structure of sulfur dioxide. Similar method we have to follow here also. If we calculate, we'll get 0 on the oxygen. What about the sulfur? Only valence electrons is 6, 2 non-bonded. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 bonded. Again 0. Then what about this oxygen? Let's calculate. Valence electron 6, non-bonding electrons 4, bonding electrons 4. We get 0. So which will the most appropriate Lewis structure? Which having the value near to 0 will be the most appropriate structure. So this structure is the most appropriate one for the sulfur dioxide. This is the importance of the